Okay, something I forget to say in the review of the chapter 1024 One Piece is that now it's confirmed that uh, is Yamato and Kaido belong to the Oni race. For they say in when they go to the backstory, they say that the Oni princess have do a tantrum, always knock down our guard for a week with her not with her abilities. Probably it's Conqueror's Hockey. So yeah, that's what totally forgot to say. So we have two very interesting things in this chapter. The first thing is uh, that we see that samurai that Zoro fight against in the Thriller Bark, because he have that sword that Zoro have right now, and that person, I think, as I said before in the chapter, I think that person is Ronan Zoro's father, and we see him before he turned to a skeleton in the Thriller Bark with that sword. And the other thing, obviously, was that Yamato and Kaido are Onis. So that explains more details why Kaido is so hard to kill, because we know that Onis are almost impossible to kill. You can kill them, but they are hard to kill. And that if you combine his natural Oni abilities with Kaido, and then you give him a dragon fruit, it's like chaotic power up to the scale of level to combine all these kind of things. So that is really cool, and that always explains why Kaido and Yamato use kinabus, and that is a famous heavy weapon that samurai use, and obviously the very famous weapon that Onis are depicted with is with the kinabu. So, and obviously their clothing, Kaido's clothing and Yamato's clothing are very similar to how Oni is dressed in depiction in medieval Japanese depiction. So that is yeah. So that thing I forget to notice when I read the chapter, but that part that Yamato is Oni. I only read that she was prince. I totally miss that little part that she was Oni. And I know my speculation was that I think Yamato have the Oni devil fruit, so that part I was wrong. But in other sense, okay, you can say that I'm wrong, totally wrong. But in other sense, I was a little bit right in the end, because she is a Oni, but she have never eaten an Oni devil fruit. That was my wrong part. It's the same for when I speculate about Queen a long time ago and said that Queen was a cyborg cave bear, but that was totally wrong with that part that Queen was a cyborg cave bear. I was right in that part that Queen was a cyborg, and I was right in that sense. If you can say that like this, I was right in that sense that Yamato is a Oni, but I was wrong in that other sense that Yamato have eaten Oni devil fruit. So I was wrong in one part and right in the other part with the whole thing. So that is really cool. So now we know what race Kaido and Yamato belongs to, and that the other part we're missing right now is who is Yamato's mother, and that I really look forward to know more about. Who is she? Okay, all of these three characters, Yamato, Kaido, and Yamato's mother, are Oni, and what do the original come from? What is the original place that is? Because we know that Kaido can move his castle, his skull castle, through the sky because of his ability, and probably because of his awakening ability, which is a dragon. So when he's transformed to a dragon, he can lift the island and move it to different places. But we never know where the island is originally from. So we don't know when Kaido. We know that Kaido probably have eaten that fruit before he meets that person that born Yamato. That's also Yamato's mother. And we know that Kaido was a member of the Rocks Pirates, and we know that Big Mom gave Kaido that devil fruit, that fish no mi, the dragon, that fish that turned to a dragon. but we never know what Kaido originally come from. What is his original birthplace? What he start his journey from? Where was the first time ever he meet the Rocks Pirate? And what he do before he joined the Rocks Pirate and all this kind of thing. And so that is very interesting. So that little part in the chapter is that only a princess gives us so much speculation here. That a big speculation and theories and all this kind of thing. How about the background about Kaido, and obviously Yamato and who is Yamato's mother. For in the One Piece world, we have more information about the father. For example, Ace's father was called Roger. Monk D. Luffy's father is Dragon. But we never hear as much information about their mothers. We know that we have seen Ace's mother, but we never ever have seen Monk D. Luffy's mother or Yamato's mother. So that is the big character. So it's more information about the father, less about the mother in the story. So that is going to be very interesting. So that is a really look forward to. And obviously then with the samurais, the three samurai. One of the samurai is the samurai. I totally forget his name, but that is the samurai that Zoro fight against in Thriller Bark's arc when they fight against Gekko Moria. And he had exactly the same sword as the samurai with the skeleton samurai that Zoro defeat. But that was before that the samurai was in his prime when he talked with Yamato in the cave and this kind of thing. And so that is really cool. But it's going to be very interesting to hear about the other two samurais, who they are. My favorite of the samurai is the samurai that have that painted face with some kind of I don't know what it's called in Japanese, but he has some painted symbol in his face. That is probably my favorite. And the other one, the samurai that have the sword that Zoro have right now, I think is the father of Zoro. That is just my speculation about it. So yeah, that is everything I really want to say. That was I missed in the first review. So the video before was the review for the chapter, and this more talk about the detail I missed in the review about that Kaido and Yamato are Onis, and Yamato is King Oni, and Yamato is a princess. You are not a princess if your father is not a king. And this, or I think, or maybe you can be a princess if the mother is a queen. That means the mother has to be only queen. So it's a big possibility here that the mother was also a member of the Rocks Pirates on the Rocks Pirate ship, one of the members, and this kind of thing. Yeah, and that is everything I really want to say. It's amazing chapter. Yeah. Okay.